Good morning, everybody from Costa Rica. I am on actually our president's trip club for Waterstone Mortgage. So we are down here with the top producers for the company, but I am here to just make sure you know what is going on today. The live meeting today, unfortunately, was not able to get started because of the security and everything internationally through Zoom. It was interesting, but I just wanted to go through now and show you kind of what's happening with the markets and what's happening this week because it's going to be a big week, and then talk to you about some new mortgage information that's coming out. So let's go ahead and get started. So here's the rates today, and as you can see, we were in the sevens and we've come back down a little bit. So bond market has rallied the last couple days, and we are up today and just under 7%. So gosh, it's tough right now, but guys, I'm telling you, this could be good news in a couple different ways. I'll explain a little bit later. So here we are as far as the rates go. And here's where we're at as far as the bond market goes. If you can see here, we had a hammer pattern, which basically is the beginning of a rally. And if you see this right here, it was down, then up, then up. This pattern right here is exactly the opposite of what happened up here, which means then this is a rebounding pattern on the candlestick charts. So this last 3 days, today, Friday, and Thursday of last week are all positive days showing a little bit of a rebound. What's exciting is what's to come. Now, this graph down here are the stochastics for the bond market. This means it's undersold, nobody's selling, and this is a huge sell-off, and this means it's oversold when it reaches levels below the zero right here. The bonds are oversold, which means, look at what happened over here. It's sell off, oversold, and then the selling stopped and the buying started, and we had this long run up here, which is where rates were good up here. See that? And then now we're sell off, so we should see a rally back to get to these levels up here. So some good news for rates coming, and this week's going to be really exciting because Wednesday and Thursday are the jobs report, and we'll talk about that. But here's a question for you. Are higher rates a hidden blessing? Now, they hurt so good, right? The high rates, they hurt because the payments are high, but they hurt so good because there's not as much competition out there compared to where there could be when rates drop. And I'm saying where they could be because some homes right now are still seeing multiple offers, but I'm telling you, you can get a better deal now. And we're 3 months away from rates being lower. And when I say lower, and lower enough to be able to refinance. So here's the inventory. If you look back in 17, we were 1.4 million, 1.2 million, 1.2 million. This is the buying season where inventory goes down. See that, and then you know what happened during COVID. Inventory hit an all-time low, then we went up, and then this is when everyone's all, oh my gosh, we're going out of control. But look, it's a seasonal pattern, up, down, like the dinosaur, like the ridges on a dinosaur's back, right? So we see where we're at right now. We were up here and we're coming down. Inventory is low. So we are in a good position, I believe, to get some good deals. But the problem is there's not a lot of inventory. So home values aren't plummeting. Yes, there's been a little correction, but my God, I mean, you guys, people are paying 10% over asking, 20% over asking on some of these homes. So there had to be some sort of a comeback to reality. So let's talk inflation. You know, inflation is the enemy of interest rates. So this is the biggest cost of the CPI. So the Consumer Price Index, 43% of the CPI are lodging, okay? Shelter costs. Now the purple are apartment list rents. Now this is lagging because 6 months ago they may have been paying $3,000, but today they're asking $2,800. So this is real time, and this is the average. The average is going up, even though the actual number and the costs of housing are going down tremendously. It's at 3. So there is a 4.9% gap here in the inflation on shelter. And this is a 43% of the CPI. So when the CPI comes out, it's going up because it's an average of the shelter. But in reality, shelter's way down here. So it's going to take a while to catch up, like that roller coaster, right? The back end of the roller coaster takes a while to speed up because It's still going up while the front of the roller coaster is going down. So mark my words, the inflation will get better, rates will get better. So there is good news to come. So on another note, sorry, it's super sweaty here in Costa Rica. The Powerhouse 100, this is the zero down mortgage. It's zero down for anyone, not just first-time home buyers. It's literally for anyone. There's a few caveats. You have to have a 720 credit score for this program, and there's no income limits. That's the biggest thing. So 720 credit score, the debt to income ratio is a little bit more strict. It's at 41, but zero down up to 726,200 guys, zero down. And there's no income limits. Anyone can get this program. If you make $500,000 a year, you can get it. If you make $25,000 a year, you probably won't qualify for this one, but that's why we have other ones, all of the grant programs, etc. We have a ton. And this is our Powerhouse 100. This is a true zero down, available to absolutely everyone as long as you qualify. Again, refinance later, guys, because buying now is important. I honestly believe you can get a better deal now. You can get 2 to 3% seller credit. Maybe you can get a much lower price point, and the sellers are more flexible right now. When rates get into fives, when rates get into the fours, maybe in 2024, it's going to be crazy because the inventory levels, guys. So stay positive out there. It's going to get better. We've got a couple programs to really help you guys out. And we have 2 zero down programs that are true zero down. One is up to $1 million, and that's on a 20-year amortization. The other is up to the conventional limits, which is the 726,200. So get out there, be positive,